Hey, book readers. Welcome back to Books I Read. I'm Sheila, and I'm so glad you're here. We're going to do some bookish things here. Obviously, it's book channel. It's the book finale. Woo!
Whoop, whoop.
I have my husband. Go say hi.
Hey, peeps. How you doing?
All right. So, it is, obviously, as you read the title, our buddy read of Play Dead. It is the finale. If you don't like the way we're doing it, you know what you could do.
Da-da-da.
All right. So, chapter 22. Let's do this because I'm excited. All right. As you can tell, probably. I believe we were talking about Judy's past. She goes to the bank, gets the diary out. She's like, why she did that, I don't know. I mean, you knew it was there. You put it there. So why'd you go?
Right?
I don't know. You already knew. You already knew what you seen. Okay, but anyway. So Judy talks to Mark. I guess Judy is calling Laura Mark to her home.
She's trying to get them both together at the same time.
Right, because she wants to tell them something, show them something. Alright, so anyway, as we were saying, Judy wants to get Mark and Laura together. She says she wants to tell them something or show them something. Graham also talks to Laura. He says, hey, I need to talk to you. And Judy... Okay, so that's pretty much it in 22.
Yeah.
Judy says, hey, I want to show you.
They're all being called and summoned to come to Judy's house.
Mark and Laura.
They're all being called to come to Judy's house because she knows something she has to tell them both.
Exactly.
And she kind of...
And that's pretty much it in 22. 23, the killer. The killer is like, oh, I can't believe I have to kill again.
Well, okay. Well, yeah. Well... The killer did. First of all, the killer didn't know that Stan was hiding behind a couch.
Right.
He didn't know that he was known.
Right.
And when he found out that he was known, then it was like, oh shit.
Exactly. All right, and Laura has arrived to Judy's house in this chapter. I believe it's this chapter. I'm pretty sure that's what my notes say.
At the beginning of chapter, yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, and there's a fire.
She's smelling smoke.
Yep. Okay, now Laura runs in there. Who saves Laura? Who started the fire? Who is the killer? I was thinking of one, and then I'm like, okay. And I'm going to try not to spoil it in case somebody watches this video. I really don't want to spoil it for them, so let's not try to give too much in this finale so they'll go and read Harlan Coben's book, okay? Okay? Do we all agree?
I'll try, but it's hard, you know.
All right. So anyway, there's a fire at Judy's house. Who dies? Does Laura get saved? Who saved him? Etc., etc., etc. Going into chapter 24. What was the highlight of this one? Pretty much the killer in Judy's house. What does Judy know? Same thing. Same, Graham knows something. Same old, right? Let's skip a lot of that. All right. Now, what's going on with this? Is the killer Mary Ayers? Is it Laura's mom? What? She knows a lot of shit. She's got a lot of secrets going on, right?
This family is freaking messed up.
This family was messed up. I swear. The jealousy.
That's all I got to say,
the greed. It was crazy.
It's called lying. Bullshit. Oh my God. I can't even say what they were doing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I know, right?
It sucks.
Alright, so anyway, we do know Laura's alive in chapter 24. And again, who saved her? Now, Laura, I have Sarita and Gloria. Laura is showing a photo to Sarita and Gloria because Laura's in the hospital. She's like, hey, girls, look what I found out.
Right.
What the hell's going on here? What did Judy want to tell me? And Judy also put a key or keys in Laura's hand. And now, she's sending it off to her secretary saying, hey, can you find out what this key goes to?
Right. Mm-hmm.
All right. Mark is talking to TC about Judy and the house and what happened there and all of that jazz. And then Laura, what did I say here? Laura's talking to, I don't know. Laura's talking to somebody. She's saying that basically she believes Judy has a secret. What's the secret? She was going to tell them something. She was going to show them something. That's pretty much what we're going through this whole time. She's going to tell us something. She's going to show us something. There's a house fire. You get it. All right. Chapter 27. Do we know who this killer is by chapter 27? Do we know who's doing it?
have a clue.
Like I said, I was bouncing around between two people. Did you guys figure it out by chapter 27? Did you All right. And then Stan has a meeting with the killer in the alleyway.
Because he, like I said, he let the killer know, hey, I know who you are.
Right. And now he's blackmailing the killer.
And he's blackmailing the killer thinking, I'm going to get me some money.
Right. And then, of course, Stan has this...
He has a moment of confusion.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Should I take it? Should I not? Should I be an asshole? Should I not?
Yeah. I'm like, really?
I was like, really, man?
I know. So was I. I was like, really?
If you gotta think about it, you're just an asshole. That's all I gotta say.
Right. All right. So Gloria follows Stan. Or no, she doesn't follow him. She kind of does. She sits in her car. She follows him to the alleyway, but she's in her car. She hears a gunshot. She gets out. Gloria runs over.
Yeah, but Gloria, it did bring out the fact that, like, back in the past chapters when he acted like he got beat up.
Yeah, she already knew.
She found the pills that
the capsule, the
capsule
blood
things.
So she already
she knew she'd already got ripped off.
Yeah, but she stayed with him anyway because
she was still sticking around.
Yeah, because she felt she could help him.
Like I said,
we were right. TC was the one that was in the back of Richard, the bank guy's car. TC was the one. He was trying to scare him. We also find out that TC was the one that planted the envelope in Laura's apartment.
And threatened Laura.
But Mark wasn't very happy about that.
Mark was going to beat his ass.
He was not happy about that.
He was like...
And of course, in chapter 27, Stan is shot. Alright, chapter 28. I don't remember 28. Oh, there it is. 28, Laura confronts Mary. Confronts her mom.
Oh, yeah. Right? This is where it started getting really dirt ugly, yeah.
Yeah. And then Mary tells Laura that David was her brother. This is why I had to do this. Yada, yada, yada. Now, in this chapter, I wrote, did James get killed? Dum, dum, dum. It was just to throw you guys off. Did I just throw you off there? It was more like, psych your mind.
No. Stop doing that.
I know. My husband's like, don't do that. What? It's so you read the book for yourself. Okay, chapter 29. Estelle has the key, gives the key to Gloria. They figure out that it's a safe deposit box. Gloria goes to get what's in the safe deposit box, comes back, and all this jazz.
And they start reading the diary. They start reading the diary, and it's just like one of them. It's like a really good book that you can't put down.
Right, and they find out what actually happened back then. And I don't want to give you guys, like I said, I really want people to read this, so I'm trying not to give too much because I don't want to spoil it. But this is a spoiler, so if you want to read the book yourself, please don't go any further. Or if you haven't read the book, please don't go no further. But if you don't plan on reading the book, then go ahead, okay? So at this point, we find out the real reason that Laura and David were never brother and sister. They were not. Because her dad, James, was so screwed up in the head. He knew what Mary was doing. He knew she was playing around on the side. So he drugs Mary with Judy's help, and he aborts that baby.
Right.
How terrible. What a terrible... I mean, I get it. I mean, he's just so enraged, though.
In other words, don't marry a doctor.
Yeah.
You think it's a great thing. May not be.
All right, so...
Hold
on. I'll be right back. So, they're reading the diary. They figure it all out. What's happening? What's going on? Now, let's just go ahead and close this out. What did you guys think of the end, though? I did not like the end. I thought why David did what he did to himself was dumb.
To go
to
and
that
completely
extreme.
change your appearance in every fashion, to just go back and try and live your normal life that you had before was just stupid.
I mean, he did it for Laura, but it's like... I don't know. I thought that was a bit much. I just thought it was a bit much. I'm like, really? this was so far-fetched. You see where I'm going with it? I'm like, this is kind of far-fetched. This was kind of dumb. So, however, I had a lot to say about it last night, but I'm just not going to go on that rant. So, I'm just saying, I just didn't care for the end. The story, though, for it being Harlan Coben's first publication, how old he was, the time period it was published in, 1990, because that's when it was first published, June 1st, 1990. The second publication was 1993. So I think back then this book was probably really good because we didn't know what we know today.
Well,
So-
if you're looking for a murder mystery that's got a happy ending, well, there you go.
Yeah, it does. I mean, it does have a good. I mean, it was a good ending or a satisfying ending. It just was disappointing to me because I'm like, you would go through all that for that instead of just telling your wife from the very beginning what was going on. Why didn't they talk? Hey, your mom just told me we're brother and sister. What the?
Pretty much. I'd have been like, honey, we got a problem. Let's talk this through.
Yeah, let's talk this through.
Let's find out for sure, you know?
Yeah, well, yeah, let's find out for sure. And if it is, what are we going to do? How are we going to tackle this? Because we didn't know. We had no freaking clue. You know, I don't know. I just think that things could have been handled differently is what I'm saying. But if you are looking for a good mystery thriller or fairly good, just remember the publication date, remember how old Harlan Coben was, etc., etc., etc. There you go. Now, I told you guys in the last Not Just Reading vlog that I do want to try and read every Harlan Coben book this year. Some of them I've already read, so I will probably go back and reread. But the next book I'm going to read is Miracle Cure, but I'm not going to make a buddy read about it. I think our next buddy read is going to be Billy Summers, Stephen King. We had some book recommendations, but Steve isn't interested in reading some of those.
I can read. I really can read.
But he's not interested in reading some of those. He's just not interested. He's like, honey, I'm sorry. He's like, I'll have to pass.
Well, I'm in the middle of reading my books too. So, and I'm in a completely different genre. So I'm trying to like switch gears on my brain, go from,
there you go.
Because I do the lit RPG,
right?
And you guys are doing murder mystery, so it's like my brain's kind of like, my gears are kind of grinding
over there.
So yeah.
So he did agree though that he would do Billy Summers by Stephen King. So that is our next buddy read, and we will probably start that here in a couple days. We'll let you know. We'll let you know when it's going to come out. But I hope you enjoyed this buddy read. I hope this was enjoyable for you. I try not to give too many spoilers in this finale because, again, in case people want to read it for themselves, I don't want to give it all away. And then they're like, well, thanks a lot. You know what I mean?
Like and subscribe and all that good stuff.
He said it, not me. All right, anyway, let's breathe. All right, shake it off, pull it out, get it out. Enjoy your new day. You guys have a great day. And I will see you in the next buddy read or the next time on Books I Read. Bye.